This video has been put together to showcase steps 5 to 8 of the affiliation process for the 2022-23 season. Once logged into Whole Game System and continuing with your affiliation application, upon step 5, you will notice that the questions relate to personal accident insurance and public liability insurance. For this season, Cumberland FA are providing those as part of your affiliation process should you wish to use them. And for the purpose of these questions here, you will tick those boxes which declare that you will purchase appropriate personal accident insurance and public liability insurance from the County FA. Once those two boxes are ticked, it will allow you to then save and continue and move on to the next step. Now, for those people who are doing this for this season, you will note that this page is slightly different to what we've seen previously. The purpose for that is that the County FA are providing the opportunity for clubs to purchase their insurance through the affiliation application, which is something that we haven't done previously. So the purpose of this page here is to quickly take you through the different options and to ensure that people can understand what the process is and what we would like people to do through this particular process. And firstly, I'm going to cover public liability insurance because that is mandatory through the affiliation process, and that can be found in the top option here, but also in the bottom option here. Now, the reason for both options being as part of the process, and I'll just click on this little question mark here for standard public liability insurance. This is provided as standard by the County FA and is free of charge as part of your affiliation. That is the standard public liability that we offer through our affiliation package. If clubs wish to take out an enhanced public liability package, that will cost an additional £30, and that is a higher level of liability insurance through the County FA's provider. Now, if we were to click 1 for that option, we would see that the end product total here goes to £30. You will note here at the bottom that the standard public liability insurance doesn't cost anything. So even when we move up the quantity, it doesn't change the price. And for each club, if they were to take out the enhanced public liability insurance, they need only select one as part of that enhanced public liability cover. That will obviously move the total here to £30. But if you wish to go with the standard public liability cover, please just enter 1 into that box there, which will cover off the public liability option. Moving on to personal accident insurance, if you wish to purchase through the County FA's provider. Firstly, I'm going to cover the youth options. Now, as in previous seasons, we have options for under 12s and below and under 13s and above. Now, the number of policies which need to be taken out are based on the amount that you have in your club for the relevant teams. So this personal accident option for 13s and above, and you should choose the quantity based on the amount of under 13s and above teams you're affiliating. Each team must have cover in place. So if you have 5 under 13 teams and above, you would move those options to 5. And if you had 5 under 12s and below teams within your club, you would also select 5 for the under 12s and below policy as well. Now, if you were to have a number of senior teams within your club as well, then you would need to reflect that within this option here. So if you have 3 senior teams, which constitute a male team, a female team, and perhaps a veterans team, you would click 3 teams here. That would then generate the totals down the right-hand side. Once you are happy that the amount of insurance policies reflected the amount of teams that you have from a personal accident point of view, then we will be happy to move on with the save and continue. Please remember you need only select one of the public liability options and not both, as we need to understand what level of public liability insurance that you will like through this process. So once you're happy, click Save and Continue. This will then take you to your affiliation summary page. Now, this will dictate, obviously, everything that you have entered in terms of your requirements for the upcoming season. You will note here that it's broken down and itemized in terms of how many that you have within your club. So for the purpose of this one, we have a team fee, which is under 18s, which is £20. We also have products available here in terms of 3 times personal accident insurance for senior teams. And then we have 10 for the youth teams, of which 5 are under 12s and below, 5 under 13s and above. And we have 1 standard public liability insurance cover for the entire club. That has brought the total amount required for the affiliation and insurance fees. And as you scroll down the page, you will note that the club officials are noted in terms of the mandatory officials required through affiliation, but also then you will see a list of teams which are named, and the managers, coaches, assistants, etc. will be named within this process as well. As you scroll down to the bottom, you will note that there are certain lines here that you will need to observe and read. And once you click Submit for approval, that will then take you through to a conclusion page, which will detail again what you have submitted to the County FA. It's then over to the County FA to review your application, and if they have any questions, they will come to you directly.